The big Warcry Autumn update has just gone through, and wow, there's a lot of stuff. SKAVEN got updates, Iron Jaws got updates, we got the new Reclusians with the Ruination Chamber, we got the new Dark Oath have gone in, a whole bunch of Bladeborn have been updated, and there is a ton of stuff to unpack. So I'm going to break this down for you. We're going to go bit by bit. I've put together a number of videos for all of the updates. I'm going to put a link to a playlist that's going to go up there. You guys can check that out. But in this video, we're going to be looking at the new SKAVEN stuff. Okay, we are going to start with the Clawlord on Norbeast. It is 230 points, 2 damage profiles. It's okay, it's absolutely fine. It is what it is. And then it's got gun. I don't expect you'll get amazing use out of the gun, but you know what? 6 shots with no minimum range, that's something that you can play with. It's real fast. 22 wounds, definitely above average for SKAVEN, so that's something that we're going to go with. The interesting thing about the Clawlord on Norbeast is its new triple forward minions. Unfortunately, for you guys who are in the Hell Pit, no using forward minions on your Hell Pit to do extra things. That fighter gets to make a bonus attack action and a bonus move action up to a number of inches equal to the value of the ability. You roll a 666, you get to go 6 inches, and you get to do a bonus attack action. So if you don't get into combat, or if you're already in combat, if you don't kill a guy, you're going to take d6 damage points for the fighter that you've been using it on. This is really good. It's just normal attack action, so it's not a ranged attack or a melee attack. I think that one of the main problems with SKAVEN is that they're lacking for strong characters and strong hero models. I would say this is slightly on the expensive side for it to be ubiquitous everywhere. So something like a Skabeck is a lot cheaper than this, but it does have a different kind of utility. It is locked into SKAVEN, but there are some real good things in SKAVEN that we can use it on, right? We can use it on things like Storm Fiends, we can use it on things like Rat Ogres. So I definitely think it has its uses. I think I would look at maybe putting toughness on it so that it gets to use its forward minions triple a whole lot more. You could give that thing +1 strength, or you can give it +1 base damage. If you're going to be at 2-inch range, that naturally gives it a little bit of a buffer zone to be able to just not get hit back. So yeah, I think that the Clawlord is pretty good. I'd definitely like to try it out, at least. Try and combo it with some of those more smashy fighters that SKAVEN do have. Things like Storm Fiends, things like the Rat Ogres. I like the Clawbeast. I think it's pretty good. Next up, we have the Warlock Engineer with Warplock Jezzail. A lot of text on its ability, okay? But let's break this down. It's relatively expensive. The range, though, the range on that gun, 24 inches to 5 damage profile. So this isn't as good as stuff like Quiet Pock, but it's got 24-inch range that can basically hit everything on the battlefield. So what the Jezzail is doing is just kind of wild. It's going to use the triple Warpstone sights. It's going to shoot at a guy within 18 inches. That allows the Warlock to be able to hit easier because the toughness is reduced. And then if the ability is naturally higher than the toughness of your opponent, then you'll get to crit more. But every time you do a shoot action, you're going to move backwards. So there's a possibility that you will get out of range of your weapon. The move backwards is linked to the target of that attack action. You could shoot a guy, do a move back from him, and then shoot at another guy and do a move back from him. So that might give you, I think there's play there. I think there's really weird, interesting play to that. You could do things like walk in front of an objective to get into range, do your shoot actions with your triple, and then they will punt you back onto the objective. I think there's a lot of restraint when it comes to this ability, right? So to get the real effect that you want, which is the all hits become crits effect, your triple is going to have to be equal to or greater than the target's toughness. The question is this triple worth it over just giving the thing +1 strength on the ranged attack and shooting at strength 5 and most of the time winning on 3s anyway? I don't think so. It feels like this ability could have been very strong, but I think all of the extra stuff that's piled onto it, all of the extra restrictions, is not really something that's going to help the Warlock Engineer. If we compare him to something like an Arbalester with +1 strength or Quiet Pock or whatever, it is pretty weak. So yeah, I'm not 100% sold on the Engineer with Jezzail. We also have, because they were in the new SKAVEN Tide box, new Rat Ogres. Wow, these things have had a massive upgrade. So they got up in points. They went up to toughness 5, but they lost a whole bunch of damage. They're now 3/6. However, they're now strength 6, and strength was the biggest problem I found. When running Rat Ogres myself, they were great and all, but the fact is that most of the time, you're either winning on 4s or you're winning on 5s. Ideally, you want to win on 3s, but this is close enough to something like an Annihilator Prime's damage that I think is really good. I think 240 points for the normal Rat Ogre and 230 for the Warcry gun is very good value. One of the biggest things about Storm Fiends was that they had toughness 5, right? And they would hit you with basically the same stats as a Rat Ogre, but now with normal Rat Ogres of toughness 5, with a hefty discount, I think you're going to see a lot of these guys. They also have a new double Unleash Warp Fury. Basically, you get a bonus attack action, double the amount of damage that's on you. They got 28 wounds, which is great. It's not going to last forever. If you can get a Rat Ogre in there and then use Unleash Warp Fury when it hasn't been damaged, then yeah, it's basically a free bonus attack action on a double. But as soon as you get attacked back, that Rat Ogre is going to drop if you want to use this ability. So I like it. I think it's really funky that SKAVEN are getting a whole bunch of, okay, I take damage, but I do more damage myself abilities. I think that's really cool. I think that's very thematic. So yeah, that's kind of nice for the Rat Ogre. I really like them. I've noticed 58% of you guys are not subscribed. So here's my call for you. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos, please don't forget to subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing and it helps me out a ton by helping me get noticed more on YouTube and helping me get my videos out to more people. And also, if you want to give me some more support and you want to throw that my way, you can join me over here on YouTube as a member. You can join me over on Patreon and you can join me over on Streamlabs. Either way, you're going to get to see behind the scenes content. You're going to get to see stuff before it even comes out on YouTube, and you're going to have a little bit of a say into the kind of content I'm creating going forward. Last up, I wanted to do some quick list building for this. There's a combo in here, and I like the combo. So we're going Pure SKAVEN because Pure SKAVEN can make use of their battle trait, which allows them to bring back to life 70 point or less fighters. What 70 point or less? The Packmaster, that's 70 points. What does the Packmaster do? The Packmaster allows beasts to make bonus attack actions. What's a beast? The Rat Ogres. We're going to be bringing the new ones. That's great. For this specifically, I've gone for the Claw Lord on Norbeast, Rat Ogre with Warcry gun, Skavic because Skavic is great, 2 Packmasters, 2 Storm Vermin with shields. We're giving strength to Skavic because he needs it. I'm going +1 attack on the Rat Ogre with Warcry gun. The 2 attacks on the Rat Ogre isn't that good. Give it +1 attack, a 3/5/3/6 damage profile in combat. You can throw dice into that. You can get an extra attack if you wanted to with the Rat Ogre's basic double. So you can boost that and you can do quite a bit of damage. But I said there was a combo. There is a combo if you use 2 doubles, okay? So what you're going to be doing is the Rat Ogre is going to shoot twice. The Rat Ogre is going to use the Unleash Warp Fury to get another attack action off. It's any attack action, not a melee or ranged. We're going to shoot with that again. That's 3 times its shot. Normally, the Unleash Warp Fury would double the amount of damage the Rat Ogre has taken, but on turn 1, it's not going to have taken any in most cases before the Rat Ogre gets to go. The Claw Lord is going to make the Rat Ogre shoot a 4th time, doing a dice worth of damage. So what we've done here is we put out 8 shots. That's out of 2 doubles. You can do this the next turn as well, but bear in mind that every time the Rat Ogre uses Unleash Warp Fury to do its shot, it's going to double the amount of damage on it. So the D6 damage that it took last turn, that's going to double. And then the Claw Lord is going to put another D6 worth of damage. So in reality, you've basically got 2 turns, or possibly 3, to do this combo where you basically get to fire 4 times with a Rat Ogre. But I think it's really funny. I really like it. Overall, I think this list is actually pretty good. Skavic by himself is just a great piece to have. He's cheap enough that you can run in there and not worry about it. He's got his really good triples. The Claw Lord can fight by itself, but the idea is that you've got Storm Vermin to back him up. Storm Vermin can use that bodyguard double to keep him alive. Same thing with Skavic. The Rat Ogre's fine. You don't need to give it the +1 attack blessing, and you could just always use your ranged attack if you wanted to. What would you give him otherwise? You could go something like +1 strength on the Warcry gun if you feel like you're going to be running into Stormcast a lot. You could go something like +4 wounds, which makes him really tanky. Overall, I like it. The SKAVEN pieces I'm super happy about. I think they do add something to SKAVEN as a whole. And yeah, I'm really excited to play with them and really excited to list build with them. That's it from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Tell me what you think about the new models that have been added. If you have any interesting lists, I'd like to hear that. Slap that down in the comment section below. We'll have a good talk. Or give me your thoughts about the update in general. If there are any things that you hit really well, any things that you think missed, that's something that I'd like to hear. As I said at the beginning, check out the other videos. I cover basically everything, and it'd be really interesting to hear your thoughts on them. But yeah, that's it. That's it from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Itan. This has been Off Meta Musings, and we'll see you next time.